Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Harrison County High School basketball. I'm Jim Swinford coming to you from Monticello Heights Gymnasium, where tonight the Harrison County Fillies will be taking on the Lady Panthers of Carroll County. Well, both of these teams have won their most recent games. Back on Thursday in Carrollton, Carroll County knocked off Williamstown 77-44. Meanwhile, the Fillies last night traveled up to Falmouth and knocked off the Lady Cats of Pendleton County in an important district game, 46-42. Well, much like the Fillies, Carroll County going through a season in which they have been having very few highlights. Lady Panthers will be going after back-to-back wins for the first time this season, while the Fillies have won back-to-back games just one time this year. Well, earlier in the JV game, due to the fact that Carroll County's JV had a couple of players out and were unable to field a team, the Pendleton County Junior Varsity came down and took on our JVs, and our Junior Varsity won again, this time by a score of 32-19, as our JV team is doing very, very well. Right now, both varsity teams are on the floor going through their pregame warm-ups. We invite you to stay tuned as we'll come back and take a closer look at both Carroll County and Harrison County. You're listening to the Cynthia Hardy's pregame show on WCYN. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltops. We're about 13 minutes away from the introduction of the starters for today's game between Harrison County and Carroll County. Well, overall this year, the Panthers have a record of 5-13. They're coached by Scott Anderson, who's in his second year as the leader of the Lady Panther program. Carroll County lost 4 starters off of last year's team that finished 14-19. This year, they won their opener at home against Holmes, but then lost 7 games in a row. Since that time, they've kind of evened things out, going 4-6 over their last 10 ball games, which says to me they're starting to figure things out. The scoring by senior Caitlin Hensley at nearly 19 points per game. Hensley has scored at least 30 points 3 times this season, with a high of 35 in the win over Holmes in the season opener. Junior Elle Spencer controls the middle for the Lady Panthers, averaging 6 rebounds per game. She's gotten 2 double-doubles in her last 5 ball games. Just like Harrison County, Carroll County, not very good as far as shooting is concerned, just by comparison. Field goal attempts, Carroll County is making 29%, while Harrison County is making just 1% higher, 30% on their field goal attempts. And on 3-point tries, Carroll County making just 22% of their shots from beyond the arc, while Harrison County making just a little bit better at 25% from their long-range bombs. So Carroll County will probably be a formidable opponent for Harrison County because the two teams match up so evenly. Meanwhile, Harrison County last night picked up their 7th win of the year against 13 losses in a big win over at Pendleton County, defeating the Lady Cats 46-42. The Fillies were able to win despite committing 30 turnovers. Pendleton County helped Harrison County win by shooting themselves in the foot, but not very well from the field, as they made just 30% of their field goal attempts, while also going only 9 of 20 from the free throw line. In a 4-point game, missing 11 free throws looms large. there were 4 ties and 6 lead changes in that contest. In the second half, the game was so close that neither team led by more than 5 points. So you're talking about probably 3/4 of the game, if not even more than that. The two teams were within 2 possessions of each other, creating a very good tournament atmosphere. Hopefully, if we have to play that close a game again, we'll get some benefit from that win last night. The win over the Lady Cats was the first time this season in which Harrison County had beat a team it really wasn't supposed to. The victory also keeps the Fillies in the race for the number 2 or number 3 seed in the 38th District Tournament, and an outside chance of maybe even picking up the number 1 seed if we're able to win out and get some help from someone else to beat Nicholas County again. But that's not what we're here today for. We're here today for Harrison County's game against Carroll County. In that win last night over Pendleton County, Bailey Hudgens led the team in scoring with 17 points. That follows up her 19-point performance, a career high, in the loss to Robertson County about 3 days ago. Hayden Lunsford also had a nice game offensively in that win last night over Pendleton County, contributing 14 points. With its 7th win of the year last night, Harrison County has now matched last year's win total. The Fillies, though, will be a little bit light on the roster tonight as 2 of our regulars are out. Might remember last night, Maddie Carson went down hard when she was trying to take a charge, but instead was a block on her 5th foul of the game there early in the 4th quarter. So Maddie is out as she goes through the concussion protocol, which will probably cost her a couple of games. We will be missing her for sure. Also, Marley Toll is under the weather, and for the 2nd game in a row, will not be dressing for Harrison County tonight. In fact, she's probably not even here. So without Maddie and Marley, Harrison County's remaining players in the rotation are going to have to pick up their games. And also, I imagine there will be a couple of girls come off the bench, much like last night, who are unaccustomed to playing at the time of games when every dribble matters. Well, both teams are now back in the locker room. We'll take a break right now and come back and give you the starting lineups of tonight's game between Harrison County and Carroll County. You're listening to the Cynthia Hardy's pregame show on WCYN. All righty, back here at the Hilltop. Let's take a look at the starters for today's game. First for Carroll County, as we said, 5-13 on the year, coached by Scott Anderson. At a guard, a 5-foot sophomore, number 00, Chloe McGuire. McGuire averaging 8.7 points per game. Another guard is Maddie Hicks. Maddie Hicks wears the number 3. She's a 5'3 senior. She's averaging 8.4 points per game. At the third guard, number 5, a 5'3 sophomore, Mallory Noble. Noble averaging 2.8. One of the forwards is Elle Spencer. She's a 5'5 junior who wears the number 2. And Spencer is averaging 7.1 points per game. And at the other forward, one of the best players in the 8th region, the leading scorer this year for Carroll County, Caitlin Hensley. Hensley wears the number 41. She's a 5'5 senior, averaging 18.8 points per game. So once again, for the Lady Panthers, it'll be McGuire, Hicks, Noble, Spencer, and Hensley. Offensively this year, Carroll County averaging points per game, while on defense, they're giving it 57.7 points per game. Now for the Harrison County Fillies, 7-13 on the year, coached by Bill Watson. At a guard, a 5'4" sophomore, number 21, Keely Custard. Custard averaging 8.7 points per game. At the other guard is Harrison County's leading scorer this year, 5'6" junior, number 23, Bailey Hudgens. Hudgens averaging 11.1 points per game, but has 36 points in her last 2 games. At one of the forward positions is Hayden Lunsford. Lunsford wears the number 12. She's a 5'5" junior, averaging 9.6 points per contest. Another forward is Katie Linville. Linville wears the number 34. She's a 5'8" junior, averaging even 3 points per game. And at the other forward, a 5'6" sophomore, number 30, Lauren Hicks. Hicks averaging 1.8. So once again, for Harrison County, it'll be Custard, Hudgens, Lunsford, Linville, and Hicks. Harrison County offensively this year, averaging 41.2 points per game. On defense, the Fillies giving up 53.2 points per game. On paper, Harrison County about a 2-point favorite in this game. So look for this contest to be close all the way down to the wire. As far as their overall series between these two schools in girls basketball, this will be the 3rd time the two teams have gotten together. Only one of those games has been played here on the Hilltop. That game was the first game played between the two back in December of 2014, a game that Carrol County won 42-36. The only other time the two teams played each other was back in January of 2017 when Harrison County made the trip over to Carrollton and won that game 44-35. Now our girls should be somewhat familiar with the Carrol County Lady Panthers as we played in the Pam Browning Classic over the holidays and got to see at least parts of some of the games that Carrol County played. But on the opposite side, we're not going to be a complete mystery to them either, as I'm sure that they watched the Fillies play on several games as well. As far as the upcoming schedule for our winter sports, starting off with the Fillies, they'll be back in action on Tuesday when they'll host Nicholas County in a girl-boy doubleheader. The Fillies will play at 6 o'clock. Back on January the 13th when we had a girl-boy doubleheader over in Carlisle, Harrison County lost to Nicholas County 67-35. Then next Friday, we'll take to the road to Mount Olivet to take on Robertson County in another girl-boy district doubleheader. Once again, the girls' game will be first, and once again, it will begin at 6 o'clock. This past week, Harrison County hosted Robertson County here on the Hilltop, but the Lady Devils had the best of the Fillies, winning 58-54, marking the first time in 17 tries that Robertson County defeated Harrison County going back some 9 years. Now next Saturday, a week from today, the Fillies will take the road to Maysville as they'll take on the Lady Saints of St. Patrick. That varsity game will begin at 1. In fact, I think it's the only game, as I'm not sure that St. Pat, in fact, has a JV team. But in any case, the varsity will play St. Pat at 1 o'clock next Saturday in Maysville. Meanwhile, the Thoroughbreds, they picked up a big win last night over at Pendleton County, winning that game by a score of 57-44. Later today, they'll be hosting Robertson County here on the Hilltop at 5:30. That game is a makeup game from a contest that was postponed because of bad weather about 10 days ago or so. So coming up to the Hilltop at 5:30 tonight to watch Harrison County take on Robertson County in boys basketball. And then next Saturday, the Thoroughbreds will head to Woodford County to participate in the Ed Step Classic. There's about 4 or 5 games being played over there next Saturday. Harrison County will take on Tate's Creek in that game to be played at Woodford County High School. Once again, game time 3:30. And the boys wrestling team today took off towards Campbellsville to Taylor County High School, where they're participating in the state duels. So best of luck to Coach Ashbrook, as hopefully our boys wrestler will come home with a lot of hardware from the state duels. Well, we're about to have the national anthem, so what we'll do is take a listen to that, after which we'll take a break and then come back for the tip-off of today's game between Harrison County and Carroll County. But right now, let's bring you our Star Spangled Banner. Alrighty, back here on the hilltop. The starting quintet for Carroll County has already been introduced. Now Harrison County has done the same. Less than decent crowd for this afternoon's game, but on Saturday afternoon, people got stuff to do. But we're glad to have the ones who are here, and glad to have the ones on the air at home listening to today's game. Hopefully we can bring you a Harrison County victory. Teams have broken their huddles. Jumping center for Carroll County will be L. Spencer. Meanwhile, Coach Watson giving his team some final words of encouragement before sending them to the mid-court circle. So jumping center for Harrison County will be Hayden Lunsford. 7-13 Fillies against the 5-13 Lady Panthers. The ball is up and the tap controlled by Carroll County. Hensley has it on the left side outside the arc. Lobs it to the wing on the near side to Hicks. Hicks, skip pass in the far corner to McGuire. She'll fire a three. It's good. Chloe McGuire opens the scoring, putting her Carroll County team in front by a score of 3-0. We're just underway here. Here's a pass down low to Linville. Has her shot blocked out of bounds. Nice play that time by McGuire. From her own baseline, Lunsford will trigger the inbounds pass. Lunsford looking. Now we'll get it to Custard. Custard back to Lunsford in the paint ball. Knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Carroll County. And here come the Lady Panthers. In the front court, Noble with the basketball. In the corner, she'll find McGuire open again for a three. So McGuire has hit trays from both corners. And that will prompt a timeout by Harrison County. Just a 30-second timeout. But an inauspicious start for the Fillies as they give up back-to-back possessions. McGuire's 3-pointers, and we'll need to start guarding her. McGuire had come into the ball game making just 17% of her 3-point attempts, but is perfect today, 2 for 2. Want to remind everyone that at El Paracutan, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. So down by a half a dozen. Harrison County with the basketball facing some token pressure. Harrison breaks it. Custard goes to the baseline. A hook shot is going to be off the mark, no good. Lunsford comes down for the rebound. Now a 3 fired up by Hudgens is no good. Hudgens gets the rebound, and as she goes up for another shot, she's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be called on Hensley. That'll be Hensley's first personal foul. Hudgens at the line for the first time today. Hudgens on the year, a 79% free throw shooter, makes her first to get Harrison County on the board. 6-1 now the score. Second free throw at the 7:02 mark is going to be a little short, no good, but it's going to be knocked. Oh, they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. But from here, like it was off of Carrol. Be that as it may, the Lady Panthers have the ball. Inbounds pass will come to Hensley. Hensley gets the ball back to the near side to Hicks, who will bring it across the timeline. Hicks on the wing will find Noble. Noble in front of the Harrison bench. She's still got her dribble. Now lobs it to the top of the key to Hicks. Hicks in the paint gets a pass to Hensley, who will in turn put it into the hands of Noble. Noble goes to the far side. Now gets it back between the circles to Hensley. 6-1 your score. Carrol County leading. We played a minute and a half. Here's a pass to Hicks. Gets it in the corner. Now an open 3 fired up by Noble is no good. Rebound put back up and in, that time by Spencer. So Spencer with the putback basket puts her team back out on top, 8-1. In the front court with the basketball come the Fillies from the corner. A 3 fired up and good by Hayden Lunsford, our first Canuplaw 3-pointer of the day. We'll draw the Fillies back to within 4 at 8-4. 5:57 on the clock here in the first quarter. With the basketball now, splitting the defense is Hensley, and we're going to have an illegal screen. Nope, just a regular travel turnover by Carrol County. Give the ball back to the Fillies. Katie Linville inbounds the ball to Custard. Custard has the ball back tapped away from behind and stolen by Carrol County. Hensley then has her dribble stolen away by Custard. Custard in the front court, goes to the block, to the glass. Her shot is good. Nice drive that time by Keeley. We'll get Harrison County back to within 2 at 6-8. 5.5 left. Here's a 3 from the corner. Air ball. Rebound pulled down this time by Lunsford. Lunsford in the front court to the elbow. Finds Custard. Custard shot blocked from behind. Out of bounds off of Carrol County. Lauren Hicks. No, inside. Coming in now, Jocelyn Ham for Carrol County. Jocelyn Ham, a 5'7" junior, averaging 0.4 points a game. From her own baseline, Lunsford gets the ball inbounds, tapped out of bounds. As sticking her hand in there was McGuire. Harrison will maintain possession. From her own baseline, Linville lobs it on the wing, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Noble. Several deflections already for Carrol County. Well, like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm is there. Get a new home or auto quote with Joe by calling 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breads and Fillies. Inbounds pass will come to Hudgens. Bailey, pass to the right side, long range to Custard, up top to Hudgens, now to the left side to Hicks in the corner, finds Lunsford. Lunsford on the baseline to Custard, 10-footer good. Custard with 4 points now. Harrison County has knotted up the game at 8-8. Our first tie of the game comes with 4:52 on the clock. From the left elbow, jump shot by Noble is going to be no good, and Lunsford grabs the rebound, and here come the Fillies trying to take the lead. Lunsford, a floater from 10 is no good. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Ham. So the Fillies will maintain possession. Linville will trigger the inbounds pass once again from this side of the basket on the baseline. Lobs it into the paint to Custard. Her half hook shot's no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be assessed to Spencer. That'll be L. Spencer's first. So Custard at the line for the first time today on the year. She is a 67% free throw shooter. First free throw is perfect. Checking in is Hensley. For Harrison County, coming in for the first time, Alyssa Williams. Williams, a 6'1 freshman, averaging 1.2 points per game. Harrison County with a 9-8 lead, their first lead of the game. That's a 4:36 mark of the first quarter. Second free throw by Custard is also good. She already has half a dozen. And Harrison County now with a 10-8 lead as they've scored the last 9 points in a row. Into the front court, the basketball comes Hicks. Gets it over to the far side, knocked out of bounds by Lunsford. Well, I was talking about Carroll County's multiple deflections. Harrison County has had a lot of deflections as well. From the hash mark across the way from us to trigger the inbounds pass will be Hicks. Gets it into the backcourt to Spencer. Spencer drives inside the arc. May have traveled. She'll get it into the corner to Noble. Noble will now dribble it out and get it into the hands of Spencer. Spencer back in the corner to Noble once again. She'll fire the open 3. Good. Mallory Noble with the long-range tray, and that will put her team back out on top, 11-10. Big three-pointer that time by Mallory Noble. With the basketball going to the paint is Lunsford. Misses the shot, however, and Spencer will get the rebound. Up the floor comes Lady Panthers with a 1-point lead. Spencer never stops, has her shot partially blocked by Linville. And coming down with the rebound will be make that Williams. And now as Custard gets the ball into the paint, there's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps the ball in the hands of the Fillies. Checking in for the first time for Harrison, Kaylee Banks. Banks, a 5'4", 8th grader, averaging a half a point a game. She'll come in for Custard. Banks will trigger the inbounds pass from her own baseline. Her team down by 1. Banks looking, gets the ball to Williams. Williams back to Banks. Banks, a 10-footer, bounces off the flange, no good, and Hicks comes up with a rebound for the Lady Panthers. Passes it over the head of McGuire out of bounds for the turnover. Carroll County 3 turnovers here early, just a couple for the Fillies. Well, do you have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235. Now a steal by Carroll County's Hensley, and she'll make the layup as well. And now another steal by Carroll County, but Hudgens will knock the ball out of bounds. Custard will return to the floor for Harrison County, who now trails 13-10. Here's a long 3 by Noble, no good this time. And with the rebound will be Custard. In the front court with the basketball come the Fillies. Custard in the corner finds Lunsford for 3, good. Give the assist to Custard. The Knuplau three-pointer by Hayden Lunsford, and we're tied up once again, this time 13-13. Now a 3 is no good. Williams with the rebound for Harrison County. Up the floor we go. In the front court, Banks passes to the free throw line to Linville, who makes the shot and is fouled, and will have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Nice shooting that time by Linville, who will go to the line for a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Linville on the year, a 54% free throw shooter. Free throw up, and free throw is good by Linville. It's Harrison County up by a score of 16-15. Now a 3 no good by the Lady Panthers, and it'll go out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Fillies. They've been here for farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Mike Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit efarmcredit.com. Linville has the ball taken away from her by number 00, McGuire. McGuire in the paint puts up a shot. It's going to be good, and she's fouled. And now McGuire, who already has 8 points, matching her season's average, will have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play to try to tie this score. 16-15 on the year. McGuire, a 68% free throw shooter. She misses that one, though. And Custard will come down with the rebound. Into the front court. Here's a three by Lunsford. No good, too short. Rebound is pulled in by Spencer. And we'll head the other direction. On the left side, Hicks for a three. Short. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Carroll County. Lauren Hicks will check back in for the Fillies. Also, Hudgens returns to the game. 16-15 your score with 1:50 left here in the first quarter. Harrison County leads. Hicks gets the ball to Custard in the front court to Hudgens. Hudgens, almost double team, dribbles out of it and goes near the timeline to reset the offense. Pass on the right side to Custard in front of the Carroll County bench. Custard goes baseline to the block. Her layup is no good, and the rebound is going to be picked up by Maddie Hicks. Into the front court comes Carroll County, down by one. A minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. From the corner, wide open, Noble for three, and it's good. Another tray by Noble puts her team back out on top, this time by a score of 18-16. A minute 10 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball, Banks. She'll give it behind her to Custard. Custard thought about the three for a second, but turned it down when Noble came out to guard her. Pass to Banks. Banks inside, throws the ball away. A little too hot to handle on that one. With the basketball now, Maddie Hicks. Maddie Hicks gets it in the corner. Here's another open three by Noble. This time it's no good. And on the offside, Lauren Hicks will pick up the rebound. Into the front court come the Fillies. Banks to Custard in the corner, finds Hudgens. Hudgens drives to the basket. Her layup is missed. Rebound's going to be tapped around and finally saved in by Spencer. Here come the Lady Panthers, leading by a couple. Lob up top into Hensley's hands. Hensley's in the corner. McGuire for three. No. Rebound being fought for, and finally coming up with it is Maddie Hicks. She'll get it now down low to McGuire, whose layup is no good with 12 seconds left in the quarter, but she's going to be fouled. Fouls on Williams. That'll be Alyssa's first. So McGuire at the line. She's 0 for 1 today. First free throw is on the way and no good. Katie Linville checks back in now for Harrison County, taking Williams' place. Second free throw upcoming to try to get her team up by 3 if she is successful. It's on the way and very short, no good, and Linville goes and gets the rebound. Up the floor quickly comes Custard. Custard at the right elbow, jump shot, rolls off, no good. Lauren Hicks gets the rebound. She'll get it to Linville, who puts it up and in as the buzzer sounds. And that is the way that the first quarter will end with your score. Harrison County 18, Carroll County likewise. You're listening to Philly basketball. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County and Carroll County all knotted up at 18 apiece. We figured it'd be a very close game, and so far it is. 3 ties and 4 lead changes in that first 8 minutes. Starting out the second quarter, it'll be the Carroll County Lady Panthers who have the basketball. With it up top is Maddie Hicks, being guarded closely by Hudgens. Maddie Hicks goes over to the far side where she picks up her dribble. Now a backdoor cut to Hensley. Bodies hit the floor, and the shot will be knocked out of bounds by Carroll County. So the Lady Panthers unable to score their first possession of the second quarter. Cynthiana Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's Hardee's in Cynthiana. Now as Custer comes up the far sideline, she's going to be bumped a little hard by Hensley, and that'll be Caitlin Hensley's second. From across the way, Linville inbounds the ball to Hudgens. Hudgens crossed the timeline on the far side of the circle. Now to Custard over on the far sideline. Gets it back to Hudgens. Hudgens on the baseline to Custard. 15-footer rattles in there. Good shooter's touch that time by Keeley. Harrison County will go up by a score of 20-18 on Keeley Custard's jump shot. 7:15 left to go in the first half. With the basketball, Maddie Hicks up top. Here's a three, tried, no good. Rebound, though, is going to be picked up by McGuire, and then McGuire loses the handle. Loose ball picked up by Harrison County. Linville tries a shot, it's no good, and McGuire comes down with another rebound. In the front court, she'll find Maddie Hicks, who is going to be fouled by Lauren Hicks. That'll be Lauren Hicks's first personal foul. Going to the line will be Maddie Hicks for the first time today. On the year, Maddie Hicks, a 63% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Her first point of the night gets her team back to within one at 20-19. 6:53 on the clock. The second free throw is no good, and Lauren Hicks will grab the rebound. Into the front court with the basketball will come Custard. Custard in between the circles, drifts to the left side, now reverses back to the right, gets it on the wing to Hudgens. Hudgens up top to Custard. Custard over to the far side to Lunsford, back up top to Custard once again, now to the foul line to Hudgens. Hudgens dishes it down low to Linville, who makes the shot and is fouled, and will have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play once again. Good pass that time by Hudgens. Katie Linville now with 7 points here in the first half. Makes the score 22-19. 6:28 on the clock. Katie on the evening, 1 for 1. And her free throw is on the way and no good. Rebound's going to be knocked out of bounds by Lunsford, out of the hands of Hicks, Maddie Hicks. So give the ball back to Carroll County, down by 3. This matches Harrison County's largest lead. Across the timeline comes Hicks. That's Maddie Hicks with the basketball. Gets it in between the circles now to Noble. Noble to the left side to Spencer. She'll fire a three. Good. L. Spencer with the long-range tray will tie the game up at 22-22. Long three-pointer by Spencer. 5:56 on the clock here in the first half. Hudgens in the paint finds Custard from the block. Her shot no good. Linville putback is no good. And the ensuing rebound is going to be pulled in by Mallory Noble. Into the front court with the basketball come the Lady Panthers. Right side, McGuire for a three. No. Goes in and gets her own rebound, though, but misses the putback. Ensuing rebound is also going to be picked up by McGuire. And as she goes to the basket, she's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be whistled against Lunsford, her first. So that's Spencer at the line for the first time today. Spencer, a 61% free throw shooter. First free throw is good to seesaw the girls from over in Carrollton back out in front, 23-22. 5.5 left to go in the first half. Second free throw for Spencer is no good, and Lauren Hicks wades in to get her fourth rebound of the day. In the front court with the basketball comes Custard. Gets it up top to Hudgens for a three. Off to the left. No good, but going and getting the rebound will be Lunsford. Here's a shot put up, no good, and Maddie Hicks will get the rebound for her Lady Panthers. Leading by 1 with the basketball now is Spencer. Kicks it over into the far corner to Noble for 3. No good. Slides off the back of the rim and will sail out of bounds. So give the ball back to the Fillies. If you're fed up, call Canup. Canup Law promises to treat you with care, respect, and dignity in whatever legal situation you're in. Visit them at canuplaw.com. 30-second timeout called by Carroll County coach Scott Anderson. Here in the second quarter with right on the nose, 5 minutes left to go in a game that right now the Lady Panthers lead 23-22, but we've had 4 ties and 4 lead changes already in this ball game. I want to remind you that you can stick around for this afternoon's other basketball game when the Harrison County Thoroughbreds take on the Black Devils of Robertson County in a big district game. That game will start at around 5:30. All righty, out of the timeout. Harrison County will have the ball down by a single point. They've trailed by as many as 7 and have led by as many as 3, but right now down by 1. Custard will jog the ball into the front court on the near side of the midcourt circle. Now gets it on the wing to Hudgens. Back up top to Custard, to the left side to Lunsford. Lunsford dumps the ball in the paint to Hudgens. Turnaround jumper is no good. And on the rebound, the ball is still loose. And we're going to have a jump ball called. Good hustle that time by Lauren Hicks and also Keely Custard going after that loose ball. Alternating possession, arrow faces Harrison County's way. Inbounds pass will come to Hudgens. Hudgens in between the circles, pass to the right side to Lauren Hicks. Lauren up top in between the circles to Lunsford, to the left side to Custard. In the corner, Hudgens has it. She'll race baseline. Tries a pass in the middle, knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Carroll County. Now going all the way the other way, but missing the shot will be McGuire. Going to say the ball was last touched by Harrison County. So still up by 1 as we near the midway point of the second quarter. Carroll County will inbounds the ball from their own baseline. That's Maddie Hicks. Maddie Hicks up top, wide open is Noble. Turned down the open 3. Now gets it on the wing to Hicks. That's Maddie Hicks in the paint. She'll get it on the baseline now. Now a pass up top to Noble. Noble goes to the baseline. Her shot good. 8 points for Maddie Noble. She came in averaging under 3. So having a big game as she puts her team ahead 25-22 on that runner with 3:55 on the clock here in the first half. Here's a pass down low to Williams. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be assessed to Spencer. That'll be L. Spencer's second. So Williams at the line for the first time today on the year, a 63% free throw shooter. At the 3:50 mark, her first free throw is going to roll off, no good. Second free throw upcoming for the 6'1 freshman. To try to get her team back to within 2. Is on the way, and this one will bounce a couple of times off the iron before falling through. Katie Linville back in the game now for Harrison County as the Fillies now trail 25-23. With the basketball facing pressure, Carroll County. Coming up the far sideline is Noble. She'll get it to the top of the key to Spencer, who will fire a 3. No good off the flange. And Lauren Hicks is there to get the rebound, and then she has it taken away. Long three-pointer, no good. With the rebound was McGuire. And as she goes back up, she is going to be called for charging as Lauren Hicks stands in the way. There's 5 turnovers here in the first half for Carroll County. Harrison County has committed 8. A little moisture being wiped off of the floor in front of the Harrison County bench. Stockyards Bank and Trust has competitive home equity loans and home equity lines of credit. Ask a lender to learn more. That's Stockyards Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Her team down by a deuce. Custard will come across the timeline, the middle of the floor, gets to the left side to Lunsford. Up top to Linville. To the right side, she'll find Custard. Custard in the paint to Lunsford. She'll get it back between the circles once again to Hudgens. Hudgens on the right side to Custard for a 3. Bounces out with the rebound being pulled down by Jocelyn Ham, who has returned to the game. Into the front court with the basketball, Maddie Hicks. forces up a shot. It's no good, but a foul is going to be called either on Hudgens or Lauren Hicks. It's going to be called on Lauren Hicks. That'll be her second. Towing the line will be Maddie Hicks. She's 1 for 2 from the line today. 3 minutes exactly on the clock here in the second quarter. Harrison trails 25-23. The left-hander's first free throw is good. And Maddie Hicks has improved her team's lead to 26-23. Could make it a two-possession game if she makes this in here. Second free throw is no good. And the rebound is pulled in by Jocelyn Ham. Here's a shot from the right side, no good. Lunsford will get the rebound for Harrison County as we race the other direction. Lunsford to Custard. Custard to the right side to Hicks. In the corner finds Hudgens for a three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by McGuire. McGuire goes to the basket, misses the layup as she got herself kind of turned around, and knocking the ball out of bounds will be Ham, so give the ball back to Harrison County as Kaylee Banks comes back into the ball game. Harrison County down by 3 in this low-scoring second quarter. It was 18-18 after one quarter. Now it's 26-23. Here's a three by Lunsford. Oh, misses everything. And Maddie Hicks gets the rebound. Hicks will walk the ball into the front court where she'll be met by Hudgens. Maddie Hicks directing some traffic as she drifts over to the left side and gets the ball in front of the Harrison County bench to McGuire. McGuire to the foul line, finds Ham. Ham backs up, now throws one into traffic to Maddie Hicks, who will bring it back beyond the arc and now fires a three. Good. Maddie Hicks with 5 points, and Carroll County has reached their largest lead of the ball game at 29-23 with 1:47 on the clock. Cross timeline comes Custard. She'll get it to Linville beyond the arc, into the paint to Hudgens. Hudgens quadruple teamed, now gets it to Custard. Custard in the paint off the glass and good. 10 points now for Keeley on the banker from out in the paint. 29-25. Harrison County down by 4, 124 left. With the lead and the basketball, here's a three by McGuire. Rolls off, no good. And Linville will come away with the rebound. Into the front court come the Fillies. Lunsford goes baseline to the basket. Her floater is no good. And Maddie Hicks will come up with another rebound. Up by 4 with a minute left to go in the first half. Maddie Hicks will cross the timeline. Now drifts over to the right side and gets the ball into the hands of McGuire. McGuire guarded heavily by Hudgens. Will go down on the baseline where she'll get the ball to Ham for a 10-footer. That's no good. And Hudgens goes and gets the rebound. In the front court from the left elbow extended. Hudgens' shot is no good. Banks, though, is there for the rebound. And Lunsford makes the basket on the nice pass. Hayden Lunsford now with 8 points gets Harrison County back to within 2 at 29-27 with just 22 seconds on the clock here in the first half. With the basketball, Maddie Hicks skip pass to the far corner. Here's a three fired up by Noble. That's no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Harrison County. And it will be on Banks. That'll be Banks' first. And we'll send Elle Spencer to the line where she is 1 for 2 with 11 seconds left to go in the half. Free throw by the junior, up and bounces off. She'll have another try at it. 29-27. Carroll County in the lead. Second free throw for Spencer is going to be good this time to give her team a 30-27 lead with 11 seconds left. Into the front court with the basketball is Hudgens. Lobs it to Lunsford. Her shot at the buzzer is no good. Just didn't get a very good look at it that time. And that will bring us to the end of the first half of play with your score: Carroll County 30, Harrison County 27. We invite you to stay tuned now for our halftime show, brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. We'll overall the scoring and stats from the first half of this contest between the Lady Panthers and the Fillies. Right now, as we said, Carroll County with the lead 30-27. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN. Alrighty, back here to Hilltop. We got a good old barn burner going on right now between Harrison County and Carroll County. Right now, though, it's the Lady Panthers from Carrollton who have the upper edge as they lead by a score of 30-27 in this back and forth game that has seen 4 ties and 4 lead changes. The Lady Panthers have had as much as a 7-point lead, that coming in the first quarter. They led by 6 in the second quarter, but right now their advantage is just 3 points. Take a look at the scoring in the first half. First for Carroll County, they already have a couple of players with 8 points apiece. Chloe McGuire, 8 points, including a couple of trays, and Mallory Noble, she also has 8 points, including 2 3-pointers. 7 points for Elle Spencer, 5 for Maddie Hicks, including a tray, and a couple of points for Caitlin Hensley, their leading scorer, who Harrison County has kept in check with just a couple of points. Also playing but not scoring in the first half for Carroll County was Jocelyn Ham. Meanwhile, for the Fillies, Keely Custard has 10 points here at the break. Hayden Lunsford has 8, 7 for Katie Linville, and a single point for both Bailey Hudgens and Alyssa Williams. Also playing but not scoring for the Fillies, Lauren Hicks and Kaylee Banks. That's the way the individual numbers look. We'll take a break, then come back and give you the team stats from the first half of this game. Right after this, you're listening to the halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm on WCYN Sports. here at the Hilltop. It's the Lady Panthers of Carroll County who have the slight edge at 30-27 here at the half, and the stats bear out the reason why. Both teams shot exactly 33 attempts, and both teams made 10 shots. So each team 10 for 33, 30.3%. Harrison County was 2 of 8 from beyond the arc, while Carroll County bombed away 20 times and made 6. From the free throw line, here's where Harrison County has been able to stay in the game. They've hit 5 of 8 free throws for 62.5%. Meanwhile, Carroll County really suffering from the charity stripe, just 4 for 12. That's 33.3%. Harrison County turned the ball over 8 times in the first half compared to 5 for Carroll County. And just like the field goal makes and the field goal attempts, the rebounds are all even up at 21-21. 6 offensive and 15 defensive rebounds for Carroll County. They're led in that statistic in the first half by Maddie Hicks, who has 7 boards here at the break. Maddie Hicks came into this ball game on the season only averaging 3 rebounds per game. So she's already doubled that, +1 in the first half alone. Meanwhile, 5 offensive and 16 defensive rebounds for the Fillies. They're led by a couple of players with 5 rebounds apiece, Hayden Lunsford and Lauren Hicks. So there you have the stats from this tight game between teams, one from the 10th region, the other from the 8th. But what we'll do right now is take a break and come back with the third quarter handoff right after this timeout. Once again, your halftime score, Carroll County 30, Harrison County 27. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WC Wayne. Back here at the Hilltop. We're about to begin the second half. Carroll County 30, Harrison 27, and the Fillies will have the ball first. Across the timeline comes Custard, gets it over on the right side to Hudgens, up top to Lauren Hicks, to the left side to Custard, lobs the ball down low to Hudgens, puts a shot off the glass, it's good. Nice job that time by Bailey. It's Harrison County draws back to within 1, and now a steal by Hudgens. Layup is good the other way, and Harrison County has recaptured the lead at 31-30, just like that. Steal and layup by Bailey. With the basketball now up top is Hensley. Now another steal, this time by Custard. Outlet pass to Lunsford, who lays it up and in. And a quick timeout called by Coach Anderson, as he is not real happy with what he has seen from his girls so far. as they now find themselves, instead of 3 points ahead, they now are 3 points behind with 7:12 left to go here in the third quarter. Just a 30-second timeout. That's why we're keeping it right here. Harrison County with a quick strike. 3 straight baskets off of turnovers. 2 of them, the last 2 coming off of turnovers. At El Paracutan, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Inbounds pass will come to Maddie Hicks. Maddie across the timeline inside the center circle. Now drifts to the left side where she'll hand the ball off to Noble. Noble to McGuire. McGuire falls down. Loose ball, though, is going to be picked up by Ham. She'll get it back to the top of the key to Noble. Noble on the right side finds Spencer. Spencer goes baseline, double team, kicks it out on a wing to Noble for 3. No good, short. And Linville will go and get the rebound for the Fillies. Into the front court with the basketball will come Keeley. Custard surveys the defense. 2-3 zone. Pass to the left side to Hudgens. Back up top and between the circles to Lauren Hicks. Now to the right side. She'll find Lunsford for a 3-point try. Good. Give Lauren Hicks another couple of assists here in the quarter. Lunsford with her 3rd Knuplau 3-pointer. And Harrison County has charged ahead 36-30. 6:12 left. Now going to the basket. McGuire, her shot's no good. And Lunsford comes away with the rebound. Lunsford in the front court on the right side. Gets the ball to Custard in front of the stable. Custard now reverses her field and goes back near the center circle to reset the offense. Good job by Harrison County to slow things down and be patient. No need to rush, having scored the first 7 points of this second, or make that 9 points of the second half. Lauren Hicks to the left side to Lunsford for 3 off the flange. Long rebound is going to be chased down by Noble. Up the floor and into the front court come the Lady Panthers. Maddie Hicks gets it to the left side to Spencer. Spencer to the right side to Noble. Noble goes baseline. Her shot's no good, and Lauren Hicks is there for the board. Into the front court with basketball. Lunsford stops at the baseline, backs up into the corner. Now gets it on the wing to Hudgens. Up top to Lauren Hicks, to the left side to Custard. Keeley goes baseline, dishes it off to Linville, who puts it up and in. Good assist by Custard. Linville with her 9th point, and Harrison County's lead now is 38-30. Wow. 4:57 left to go here in the third quarter. Carroll County on the ropes. With the basketball, Maddie Hicks gets it in front of the Lady Panther bench to McGuire. McGuire to the elbow to Ham. Bodies hit the floor, and now at the top of the key, McGuire. McGuire in the corner finds Noble. Noble tries to go baseline, but she's cut off by Linville. Now moves it on the wing. Now goes baseline again. Kicks it over in the corner. Spencer for 3. No good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul called on Noble. That'll be Noble's first personal. So give the ball back to the Fillies. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm is there. Get a new home or auto quote with Joe by calling 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and Fillies. Custer with the basketball. Her team up 38-30. Pass to the right side to Lunsford. Lunsford up top to Linville. Linville to the left side to Lauren Hicks in the corner to Custard in the paint to Hudgens. Follow away 10-footer rolls in there. Good. 7 points now for Bailey. 6 here in the opening part of the second half. Makes it 40-30. With 3:57 left on the clock. Here's a pass down low, but a missed easy shot. And Lunsford gets the rebound. Here come the Fillies again. Lunsford from the right side. Her 10-footer is no good. And on the rebound, it's going to be McGuire, and McGuire is going to be fouled. Be Custard's first personal. 40-30, Harrison County leads. They've scored all 13 points of this third quarter. Carroll County still looking for their first bucket after leading 30-27 at the half. At the foul line in the front court, Ham. She'll get the ball to Noble, whose layup is no good, and will be saved from going out of bounds by Lunsford. Now another shot put up after a turnover. And Harrison County gets the ball again, and once again, it's Custard. Hudgens at the block. And as she goes up for a shot, it's no good, but a foul is going to be called on Carroll County. It's going to be on McGuire. That'll be McGuire's first. Just a common foul with 3:12 left to go in the quarter. Harrison County came in about a 2-point favorite, right now up by 10. Linville from her own baseline kicks the ball to Custard, who puts up a shot no good, but will chase down her own rebound. Gets it in the corner to Hudgens. She'll fire a three. No good off the front of the rim. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Carroll County. And here's a pass from Maddie Hicks down to Noble. And Noble makes the shot to stop the bleeding. So Noble makes it 40-32. 2:40 left in this third quarter. Harrison County up and with the basketball. And right now Custard just yo-yoing the ball, hoping Carroll County will come out of their zone. Pass it to the corner to Lauren Hicks, up top to Custard, to the right side, finds Lunsford in the corner to Linville. They're giving Linville the three, but she's not going to take it. She'll get it up top to Custard, now to Lauren Hicks. Lauren, a skip pass to the far side to Linville. Linville takes a dribble inside the arc, now a skip pass to the near side to Custard, up top to Lunsford, now to Lauren Hicks again. Lauren tries a pass inside. It's going to be knocked away and stolen by Carroll County. Up the floor with the basketball will come Spencer and misses the shot. And Lauren Hicks gets the rebound. And now a timeout is going to be called by Harrison County. Just a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. 1 minute and 58 seconds left to go in this third quarter. And Harrison County leads 40-32. Just an amazing turnaround as Harrison County scored the first 13 points of this second half to turn what was a 30-27 deficit into a 40-30 lead. Carroll County finally did get a basket to cut the deficit down to 8. But probably a good timeout by Coach Watson to make sure that all 5 of the girls on the floor all know their roles and what is expected of them, with 1 minute 58 left in the third and leading by 8. Well, do you have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235. A little weak. We'll work on it. Custard with the basketball. Lobs up a shot. It's no good, but she's fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2. That foul on Spencer. That'll be Spencer's third. Custard 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Has 10 points. Point and a half above her season's average. First free throw is nothing but net. She'll have another to try to get her team back to a 10-point advantage with 1:52 on the clock. Second free throw is also good by Keeley. Harrison County up by 10, 42-32. With the basketball across the timeline comes Maddie Hicks. Maddie Hicks being tracked by Banks, who's back in the game. Splits the defense as she goes to the basket and lays it in. Somebody's got to cut that out. Maddie Hicks, though, with the runner. Gets her team back to within 8 at 42-34 with 1.5 minutes left to go in the third. Banks with the basketball. Gets to Lauren Hicks on the corner. Lauren looking, gets it back between the circles to Custard. Custard just holding on to the ball right now as Linville and Spencer fighting each other underneath the basket. Coach Watson says, or asks them to cool it. Now a pass to the far side to Lauren Hicks, to Lunsford, to Banks. In the corner finds Custard. Custard reverses it back to Lunsford. Lunsford back to Lauren Hicks. Lauren skip past the near side to Custard long range. Custard back up top in between the circles to Lauren Hicks. Lobs the ball down low to Linville. Goes to the basket. Her shot's no good. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Jocelyn Ham. Into the front court. Here comes Lady Panthers. With the basketball, McGuire. She'll go up for a shot. It's no good, but she's going to be fouled. And that foul is going to be called on Custard. That'll be her second. And we'll send McGuire to the line where she is 0 for 3. Has 8 points, which matches her season's average right now. Free throw up and good. Alyssa Williams and Bailey Hudgens check back in after that successful free throw by McGuire. Just made the score 42-35. 43 seconds on the clock. Second free throw by McGuire is also good. And the ladies from Carrollton are sneaking back into this thing, trailing now 42-36 after being behind by as many as 10. Into the front court with the basketball comes Linville. Hands it back to Hudgens. Hudgens near the center circle. Makes her drive to the elbow, to the glass. Her shot in and out, no good. And Jocelyn Bell comes down with the rebound. Into the front court with the basketball, Maddie Hicks now. Maddie Hicks with 19 seconds on the clock. Backs up near the center circle now. Makes a drive to the baseline. Goes to the bucket. Her shot's off the glass and good. 9 points for Maddie Hicks. 8 seconds left to go in the third. With the basketball, Banks across the timeline. Moves to the foul line. Down to Alyssa Williams. Her shot is going to be blocked out of bounds as the buzzer sounds. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, your score, Harrison County 42, Carroll County 36. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports. Right as we get back to action, fourth quarter about to begin. Harrison County leading 42-38, but Carroll County will have the ball to start things. They've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Mike Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit efarmcredit.com. With the basketball, Maddie Hicks gets it in the corner. Here's a three fired up by Noble, short. And Katie Linville will come down with the rebound for the Fillies. And she'll get it to Custard. Custard will jog the ball across the timeline inside the center circle. Looks over to Coach Watson to see what play he wants to run, and now we'll drift to the left side. Now waits for a couple of people to change positions. Gets it to Lunsford on the right side. Now back up top to Keeley. To the left side, she'll find Lunsford. To Custard. Over on the far side, Lauren Hicks. Open for a three, but now tries to throw it inside. Knocked away, but Lauren gets the loose ball to Hudgens in the corner to Lunsford. Lunsford, a floater on the paint, no good, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll County. So the Fillies will maintain possession. From her own baseline, Lunsford to try to get the ball in bounds. Gets it on the wing to Hudgens, who will fire a three. Barely grazes the rim. And Jocelyn Ham with yet another rebound as she has 5 on the night. Into the front court with the basketball comes Maddie Hicks. A minute into this fourth quarter. Maddie Hicks on the near side. I'll find McGuire. McGuire goes to the baseline, cut off by Custard. Now gets it on the wing to Spencer. Skip pass to the far side, picked off by Katie Linville. Nice job playing linebacker. Linville in the front court. Gets the ball inside the center circle to Custard. Custard looks over to Coach Watson once again. Pass to the right side to Hudgens. Hudgens in between the circles. Pass back to Lauren Hicks in front of the stable. Back up top once again to Hudgens. Now to the left side. Here's a Lunsford three-point try. No good off the flange. And Lauren Hicks will chase down the rebound. She'll get it back up top to Hudgens. To the left side to Lunsford once again. This time she'll go baseline. Floats up a 12-footer that's no good. And on the rebound, it's going to be McGuire. In the front court, McGuire gets the ball down low to Noble, who lays it up and in. And Mallory Noble gets her team back to within 2 at 42-40 on the runner with 5:57 left on the clock. With the basketball now, a steal by the Lady Panthers. It goes out of bounds, but Carroll County has the ball down by 2. They've trailed by as many as 10, but right now on a 10-2 run. with 5:50 still left. Lots of basketball to be played. Inbounds pass will come in to Noble, who will give it back to Maddie Hicks. Maddie Hicks drifts to the near side of the midcourt circle before reversing back to the left. And will get the ball on the wing to Noble. Noble hands the ball this time to McGuire. McGuire in the corner finds Maddie Hicks. Maddie Hicks races baseline, and a charge is going to be assessed on another nice play by Lauren Hicks. So give the ball back to the Fillies. That will be Maddie Hicks' first personal foul. I think that might be 3 charges taken by Lauren Hicks in this game. So Harrison able to preserve that 2-point advantage, facing some token full court pressure. Linville has it now in the front court. Now we'll lob it to Custard. Custard will hand it backwards to Hudgens as the Fillies smartly slow things down. No need to rush. 5:14 on the clock. Harrison up by 2. Custer gets the ball up top to Hudgens. Hudgens thinks about the 3 now. Fires away. Off to the left. No good. Rebound's going to be pulled in by Spencer. And here we'll head the other direction. Here's a pass in the corner to Noble. Up top finds Maddie Hicks for a 3. Good. Maddie Hicks with a long-range tray. And the lead goes back into the favor of the visitors from Carrollton. 43-42. 4:41 left on the clock. Harrison County down by 1, but they have the ball. Hudgens over on the right side to Custard. Back up top to Hudgens to the left side. Lauren Hicks in the corner finds Lunsford for a 3. Air ball. And the rebound pulled in by Maddie Hicks. Up the floor and into the front court come the Lady Panthers. From the corner, a 3 try is no good. And Linville gets the rebound for the Fillies. She'll give it to Lunsford. Harrison County still down by 1. Come on, girls. Pass inside the center of the circle. She'll find Custard. Now to the left side to Hudgens, who will bring it back in between the circles to reset the offense. Harrison County trailing by 1 midway through the 4th quarter. Hudgens over to Lauren Hicks. Lauren, a skip pass to the near side to Lunsford. Lunsford back in between the circles to Hudgens once again. Gets to Lauren Hicks on the wing near the corner to Katie Linville. Oh, and Katie was through it. Oh, we got a whistle just prior to the ball being thrown away. I mean, literally a split second before a turnover. Harrison County called a legit timeout. We'll take it as well. 3:45 left to go. Your score, Carroll County 43, Harrison County 42. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WC. As we get back to action, Harrison has the ball down by 1. Custer to the basket, layup missed. Rebound is going to be pulled in by Hudgens. Nope, they're actually going to call it a jump ball. Alternating possession arrow faces Harrison County's way. Cynthiana Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's Hardee's in Cynthiana. From her own baseline, Lunsford will trigger the inbounds pass. Right now, Carroll County in the midst of a 13-2 run. Lunsford lobs it on the wing to Hudgens. Back in the corner to Lunsford for 3. No. Rebound is going to be another jump ball. But this time, the possession arrow will give it back to Carroll County. Facing full court pressure, trying to get the ball in bounds will be Ham. Ham will find Hicks. Hicks still in the backcourt, races up the far sideline, trying to get away from Hudgens. Maddie Hicks across the timeline now, moves to the wing on the far side. Picks up her dribble, gets it up top to Ham. Now into the hands of McGuire. McGuire a step inside the arc, gets it on the near side, long range to Noble. Noble brings the ball back to the top of the key. 3 minutes left to go. Harrison down by 1, and now we'll have a timeout called by Carroll County. It is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it as well. 2:58 now left in the game. Your score, Carroll County 43, Harrison County 42. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WC1. All right, as we get back to action, Carroll County with the basketball, leading by 1 with under 3 minutes to go. Trying to get the ball in bounds is Noble, and now a 5-second call. Good defense by the Fillies. 5th turnover of the second half on Carroll County. Gives the ball back to Harrison. Lauren Hicks will inbounds the ball. Inbounds pass will come to Hudgens, who will recross the timeline. Gets it up to Custard, back up top to Hudgens once again. Hudgens inside the arc on the right side, goes baseline, gets it to Custard. Custard in the paint, a shot off the block is no good, and the rebound is going to be brought in by Lauren Hicks. There's a three-pointer put up, no good. And this time, here's a three that's fired in there by Hayden Lunsford, and Harrison County has recaptured the lead. Our 7th lead change of the day. And we're going to have a travel call. Yep. Another turnover. We'll give the ball back to Harrison County. 2:33 left to go. So Harrison County up by 2 with the ball. 2:25 left to go. Across the timeline with the basketball comes Hudgens from the left elbow. Jump shot, good! Bailey with her 9th point. Harrison County's lead grows now to 47-43. 2:04 left. With the basketball now is Noble, but they're going to call Katie Linville for overguarding. That'll be just her first. 1:59 on the clock. Harrison County has recaptured the lead at 47-43 with 5 unanswered points. From her own baseline, Spencer gets the ball over to Maddie Hicks. Her shot is no good, but the long rebound is going to be picked up by Ham. Pass to the left side. An NBA 3 try is no good this time by Maddie Hicks, and Bailey Hudgens is there to get the rebound. So Harrison now up by 4 with the basketball. Across the timeline comes Hudgens. Gets it inside the arc down to Lauren Hicks. Her shot's no good. Where's the foul? Rebound pulled in by McGuire. In the front court with the basketball, Maddie Hicks on the left side. She'll go baseline. Nobody cuts her off. Her 10-footer's good. You got to cut off people on the baseline. Timeout called by Carroll County. We'll take it as well. 1:22 left to go. Your score, Harrison County 47, Carroll County 45. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WC. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County clinging to a 2-point lead with just 82 seconds left to go. Against full court pressure out of the timeout, Linville inbounds the ball to Hudgens. 1-3-1 full court pressure, and now a bad pass results in a turnover, so give the ball back to Carroll County. Cynthiana Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's Hardee's in Cynthiana. From in front of her own bench, Maddie Hicks gets the ball inbounds to Spencer. Spencer picks up her dribble, gets it back to Maddie Hicks, who goes into the paint, and now will force up a shot that's no good, but she's fouled. They'll go to the line for two. That foul's going to be called on Lauren Hicks. That'll be Lauren's third. So Maddie Hicks at the line, 2 for 4 on the day, has 14 points. That's 6 above her season's average. At the 109 mark, her first free throw is good to narrow the gap to 47-46. We said 109 to go. Second free throw for Maddie Hicks to tie the score is on the way and good. My, oh my, 47-47. Custard against pressure brings the ball up the floor, and on the near sideline will be fouled by, nope, no foul. He just said the ball was knocked out of bounds by Carroll County. Inbound the ball will be Linville. Gets it to Hudgens. Hudgens being harassed out there by Noble. Brings it across the timeline. Now inside the paint, goes to the basket. Her layup is no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line for two. Nice drive that time by Hudgens. Foul was on Noble, her second. So Hudgens at the line, 1 for 2. Those two attempts came back in the first quarter. Hudgens trying to give her team the lead back. Her first free throw is going to bounce off. No good. Still has a chance to give her team the lead with 54 seconds left. She can make this free throw here. Second free throw for the junior is up and good. Gives her 10. And Harrison County a 48-47 advantage. 47 seconds left. With the basketball underneath, shot put up, no good. And Harrison County has the rebound. That's Lauren Hicks. And as we come up the floor, a foul is going to be called on McGuire. That'll be McGuire's second. It's a good look down low by Carroll County. They just couldn't make the shot. 39 seconds left. Harrison up by 1 with the basketball. Linville lobs the ball inbounds to Lunsford. Lunsford in the backcourt has the ball taken away from her for the steal. Here's a pass down low to Noble, who puts it up and in. And the Lady Panthers have recaptured the lead at 49-48. And now a steal by the Lady Panthers. And Harrison County forced to foul. And timeout is going to be called by Harrison County. Boy, how things can change so quickly. Timeout on the floor. 21 seconds left to go. Your score. Carroll County 49, Harrison County 48. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WC. As we get back to play, Hensley to trigger the inbounds pass. Throws it in, ball knocked away, stolen by Harrison County. And as we come to the floor, a foul on Carroll County with 19 seconds left. Foul is going to be called on Hensley. That'll be her third. That's actually her 5th, my bad. So Caitlin Hensley, one of the best players in the 8th region, fouls out with 19 seconds left, having scored just 2 points as she sat most of the game on the bench in foul trouble. Coming into the ball game will be Jocelyn Ham, who's had a pretty good game, actually. If you're fed up, call Canup. Canup Law promises to treat you with care, respect, and dignity in whatever legal situation you're in. Visit them at canuplaw.com. Katie Linville at the line. She's 1 for 2. With 19 seconds left, has a chance to both tie this game and give her team the lead. First free throw is great. Ties the game once again, this time at 49-49. Second free throw for the lead is on its way, and great. 11 points for her now. Harrison County back out on top, 50-49. Into the front court comes Carroll County with the basketball. Maddie Hicks throws it into the corner to Noble. She'll fire with 3. No good off the front of the rim. Ball loose. Loose ball picked up by Keely Custard. And that might just about do it. With 3 seconds left, Harrison County is fouled. Noble, who has already hit 2 threes in the game, had a wide open look from the corner, but just couldn't get that ball to fall. Wow. Write that down. Quarter miss. MN. 7 seconds left. 3 seconds left on the clock. As that foul was the 5th on Chloe McGuire. Coming into the ball game will be Lacey Gross, as Hudgens will go to the line. She'll have 2 chances at it. First free throw's on the way and no good. Another attempt upcoming by Hudgens is on the way, and this one is no good as well. Rebound is picked up by Lunsford. And a foul called. Good offensive board work that time. Foul's going to be called on Ham. That'll be her first. Now Lunsford at the line. Her first trip there tonight on the year, a 58% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Extends Harrison County's lead to 51-49 with 1 second on the clock. Timeout called by the Lady Panthers. We'll keep it right here so we don't miss anything important. But just 1.3 seconds left. Harrison County leading 51-49. Technically, even if Lunsford is able to make this second free throw out of the timeout, it'll still just be a 1-possession game, but they better have a baseball outfielder on their team to be able to make a shot with 1.3 seconds left. Stockyards Bank and Trust has competitive home equity loans and home equity lines of credit. Ask a lender to learn more. That's Stockyards Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, Coach Watson and I talked about in our roundtable discussion this morning about how important that win was last night down in Pendleton County, because it taught us a lot about how to play when you have a small lead. And even though we have made some mistakes, some big plays by a lot of players tonight are about to give Harrison County their 8th win of the season, which will bypass the number of wins this program had last year, which at least in my mind means that things are on the upswing. Lunsford, 17 points. Harrison County's other defenders have gone away from the lane. No need to pick up a foul here. Second free throw by Lunsford is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Spencer. And real quick, a timeout call by Carroll County. Didn't think they had any, but that's all right. Checking in for Harrison County will be Alyssa Williams to probably basically do jumping jacks in front of the inbounds passer. But don't foul. That should be Coach Watson's sole thing to say to his team. Don't foul. Just let them try and if they can make a basket going the length of the floor with 0.9 seconds, give it to them. So we'll see what he draws up. And we'll have to also see what Coach Anderson is drawing up. This is something that these teams practice every day to see how to react in these situations. But 0.9 is just not a long time to wind up for a long court length pass. Coach Watson verifying. He's still got one timeout left, which he does. Now the Harrison County defenders, with the exception of Alyssa Williams, will be standing way back in basically your dime defense if you're looking at a football field. Inbounding the ball will be Mallory Noble. Noble with Alyssa Williams doing jumping jacks. Fires it inbounds from midcourt. A three at the buzzer. No. Boy, Maddie Hicks got close, but the ball just will not fall, and Harrison County has survived a grand attempt by the Carroll County Lady Panthers to win by a final score of 51-49. Great basketball game between these two schools. Carroll County will drop on the season now to 5-14 as Harrison improves to 8-13. But just a really good competitive basketball game all the way down to the very end. We'd like to stay tuned now for our post-game show. We'll go over all the scoring and stats, have a chat with a member of the Harrison County coaching staff. We'll also name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. All that coming up after this timeout. But once again, here on the Hilltop, your final score, Harrison County 51, Carroll County 49. You've been listening to Philly Basketball on WC1.